When it comes to Adam Horowitz and Eddie Kitsis, I am not their biggest fan. I think as both content creators and businessmen, they struggle. I don't think the business side of Hollywood is their forte, and I think they have a lot of creative ideas when it comes to what they're writing, but I think when they try to funnel it down, it kind of becomes a goopy mess that comes out of the bottom. And sometimes that goopy mess is delicious, and sometimes it's, well, disgusting. And we've seen episodes that are great, and we've seen episodes that are not so good. But when it comes to their episode titles, they're always fun to read. I think the titles of the Once Upon a Time episodes are always really engaging, and they always have significant meaning. So we just got the first episode title for Season 7, which is the premiere, not the pilot, and it's called Hyperion Heights. And I dig the title. I love that it's HH, which is awesome, and I'm really curious to see where it's going to lead. I'm also really curious if this episode will be the one where Jennifer Morrison comes back. I know that she's super busy. I know that she also has cut her hair, so I'm wondering when Emma will make her cameo appearance in Season 7, but I dig the title. Now, Heights is clearly self-explanatory, but Hyperion, I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up. And Hyperion is one of the 12 titans of Gaia and Uranus. Now, Once Upon a Time is not the best when it comes to mythology. It struggles. It struggles quite a bit. But if they're gonna go the Greek mythology route, you're gonna introduce a couple of new characters. For example, there's Titus, there's Helios, there's Selene, there's Eos. These are all different characters that are related to Hyperion, and I'm really curious to see where or if these characters are going to be introduced. Could Hyperion or maybe Selene be Lucy's mother? And I've already prefaced this part of the video by saying I think, you know, the Greek mythology aspects of Once Upon a Time, well, they struggle with, and I think a lot of people get really bummed out that it's not like the proper interpretation of the mythology. I just don't think they can write it correctly. I think they're much better at writing the fairy tale characters. But if Hyperion is on the show, maybe the new bad guy is Kronos or Uranus, which is kind of cool. Like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen, but at the same time, because we know that their mythology aspects aren't always, well, fantastic, we could get some problems, and this could also cause some issues with Season 7. So it's like, I'm going to be glass half full, because I think the title is catchy. I think a lot of people will be like, ooh, Once Upon a Time Hyperion Heights, it's coming. Also, Heights, like, it's going to, like, try to elevate. You know, it's a double meaning, and it's cool. Like, it's really cool in that regard. But again, because of their more or less fails with mythology, you know, Hades, Hercules, I mean, God, they messed up Hercules, which is just so sad. I mean, Hercules was such a good Disney movie. Granted, a lot of people didn't like it, but I think, you know, the people that did saved it, and they should have just based their Hercules story on Hercules, the animated movie, instead of the myth itself or whatever they did, like their own creative twist on it. But I dig the title. I think the title is super, super awesome. And as I said, their titles always have meaning. You know, A Tale of Two Sisters was a title of Season 4, the premiere. The Dark Swan was a title of the Season 5 premiere. The Savior was the title of the Season 6 premiere. I think Broken was the title of the Season 2 premiere. And I think Heart of the Truest Believer was the title of the Season 3 premiere. And they all, not only didn't those titles have significant meaning for at least the beginning of the arc, you know, I think A Tale of Two Sisters really was the theme of the Frozen arc. I think The Dark Swan clearly was the theme of the Dark Swan arc, so it worked. These episode titles have significant meaning and major impact. So I think Hyperion Heights, it could lead us into a whole Greek mythology arc, which could be good or could be bad. I'm hoping it's good, but we've seen proof to the contrary. But anyway, I like the title. I'm glad it's the official title. I'm glad that Adam Horowitz posted on Instagram. I saw a couple people do like fake episode titles, which I was like, oh no, like, no. Let's not plagiarize. Let's just wait for the real stuff to come out. His Twitter and Instagram are pretty good to get official Once Upon a Time news. I think his Twitter, ABC's Twitter, Variety, Deadline, and Entertainment Weekly are the best sources of Once news. It's the most amount of articles I've read, and also just YouTube for videos of it. But anyway, that's my essential reaction to Hyperion Heights. I think it's a cool title. I think it's catchy. I love the double H, and I'm really curious to see where it's going to go. I'm guessing it's the Greek mythology route. As a fan of the anime Sailor Moon, you know, with Selene being the sister of Hyperion, I would love to see a interpretation of the Moon Goddess in some way. That'd be kind of cool, especially if they are fans of anime. They could maybe do their own Sailor Moon spin. Though I've had a discussion on Twitter that I think Emma is the American Sailor Moon. But anyway, share your thoughts about the title in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my reaction to it, and I hope to talk more Season 7 with you guys very soon. All right, bye.